Julien-K, Julien-K, louder! This is Julien-K!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks so much for tuning into Indi Diaries here on Indie Music TV. We are here at the studio at Webster Hall for the one and only Julien-K's East Coast album release party for their brand new album, California Noir. I'm sitting here with Ryan and Amir of Julien-K. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Tim. Hello.
Hi, Ryan.
I miss you.
Oh, I miss you guys too. It's been years.
It's been like 5 years.
It has been since the Dead by Sunrise album. That was the last time I saw you guys.
The last time we were here, we played Letterman.
Oh my God, that's right. And the Gramercy Theater. And I did the listening party for the album at Doubletown Saloon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys.
Super fun trip.
So we're here celebrating California Noir.
Yes.
It is an incredible album. It's already out on iTunes, and the physical copies are available starting today.
No, they're out on Amazon via our website. Any way you type in I want to buy Julien-K's music, you can find it, I'm sure.
Well, that's important to know. Type in I want to buy Julien-K's music into Google and then buy that shit. Tell us a little bit about California Noir and what the influences are and how you guys came about doing this album.
I think of California Noir as sort of an answer to We're Here With You. California Noir is sort of defining who we are. It's the city, it's the desert, it's the ocean, it's LA. It's being that combination of elements or scenes that kind of drive our music and our style, our sort of like future goth, evolution of goth thing that we've kind of got going, kind of the modern Darksiders. California Noir is definitely us, like, just really focusing on what we are and defining what we are.
Pretty much solidifying Julien-K as an entity itself.
Taking death to analog and
which is
We're
still
Here
one of my favorite albums, I'll be honest. I love that album.
And that's one of the reasons we've had to do a chapter 1 and a chapter 2, because we wrote about 30 or 40 songs for the album.
Wow.
And it's going to get decidedly darker as we keep going, because we have a whole sort of path that we're going down. I'm doing a lot of talking for Amir, but this is what we talk about. This is what we talk about a lot, is where
we're going dark. What a shocker. No, we're kind of revamping where we started, I guess, is how I would kind of say it. So we're going back and kind of figuring out all the best things about what we like, about what our fans have told us they like about what we're doing, from touring all over the world. We're using all of that now to sort of redo and push forward into what we're going to be sounding like. And this first chapter of California Noir is the first step in that direction, I guess you would say. So it's a little bit of going back, but also going forward, which is what we always like to do. Little of the old, little of the new, always keeping it fresh so that people, when they get the record, they don't know what to expect. I really like making it that way, so that when people get it, they're just like, wow, this is not what I expected, but it's pretty cool.
Well, that's, in all honesty, that was my reaction when I first listened to California Noir. I was like, wow, I didn't know what to expect. I had an idea of what to expect, and it wasn't that, but it was damn good. I was like, all right, this is what's up. It's no secret Ryan and Amir were a part of Orgy back in the 90s, and they are pioneers in the sound of electronic rock music and electronic metal and danceable metal, rock, electronic stuff. They definitely have solidified their own sound. How do you feel as musicians and artists from back when you really first hit the scene big in the 90s to where you guys are now? How do you feel you've grown? How do you feel you've changed?
Wow. It's a completely different world now. So, I mean, the music business doesn't exist anymore. So we've had to reinvent everything that we do and how we do it, just like every other band out there. It's definitely been tricky because there's a lot of stuff that we've had to figure out, basically learning the hard way by making mistakes and failing at some things, but then winning at other things, and kind of just like the music and everything else, we just have to keep going back and forth and finding all the good stuff.
The music business is definitely over, at least the music business that we were participating in Orgy and even part of Dead by Sunrise. But what we've discovered is that the Julien-K business is not over. And we're sort of finding out that we're running everything ourselves. We manage ourselves, we book ourselves. This show is booked by me flying to New York and walking up to the window and asking for a show.
Well, that's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
In today's day and age, it is completely DIY.
Yeah.
what would your advice be to that young person that's watching this right now that would like to do what Julien-K is doing?
I'll nail it on the head. Focus on the people that like you. Focus on your fans. Do the things that your fans like. Take care of them. It's your currency. You own it. It's the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter what any label says or what any magazine says or anyone else says. If it's 20 people, take care of those 20 people and it will blossom. And that's all we do. We think just like a family. We treat our fans like their family. We don't act like fucking, asshole, fucking ambivalent.
No diva rock
no,
star
no
bullshit
fucking diva
with you
bullshit.
guys.
Just be grateful, have a grateful heart, and do the best music that you can do that you love. And be prepared to work fucking hard. So it's not like we sold a couple million records and we're in fucking Easy Street.
Yeah.
We still work.
Yeah.
We carried all of our own gear to this show. We flew ourselves out here. We don't have a tour bus. We're still doing all this ourselves, and we're trying to do it at a really, really high level, at a really high, well-produced level.
Who are some bands that you think are newer bands that are just come out the past couple of years that you see a bright future for?
There's so many cool up and coming bands. Wouldn't even know where to begin. It's just what makes a band great anymore now. It's not having a hit on the radio necessarily, although of course that can be great too. But there's bands that no one's heard of that are awesome that you'll see, at Coachella or some festival or some just little dingy club, I think there's a lot of good music out there. I don't think there's a shortage of that. I think there's just a shortage of how to direct people to certain things,
Yeah.
The internet was an explosion, of too much information, and it's
the
the same
epitome
with
of
music.
a catch-22, a blessing and a curse.
How do
in
you
every
get
aspect.
people to focus on something? That's the hardest thing.
I'll tell you the dirty little secret, and that is when a record label, a manager, no one's going to get involved unless there's money immediately on the other end for them. So you have to understand business, basic business, and that's incentive. No one has an incentive to work with you unless they're going to get paid. Unless you find that one fucking saint, that Paul Revere motherfucker that is going to fucking ride through the fucking town with the warning klaxons like this band is so fucking good. But it's not going to happen unless you have a $500,000 publishing deal on the other end. And in a case with a band like us, we own all of our music. We own everything from the beginning. Korn music, the orgy stuff,
great.
everything.
I followed you with open eyes, not the one to sympathize, never one to compromise, not the one to realize that you eviscerate, communicate and delay, eviscerate, communicate and erase.
Let me ask you guys, what is the next year hold for Julien-K? What are you going to be doing?
Oh, fuck you, give me this one. The only thing that we can pin our year around is finishing chapter 2. We're scoring a movie. Something
That's
else we're
what's up.
kind of doing on the DL. We're going to look for any opportunity we can to play and do anything possible to connect with our fans and actually get our music out there. But the main thing that we just pin our flagpole around is chapter 2 of California Noir, which is Nightlife and Neon. So that'll be the darker, more sinister side of California Noir.
So this is kind of like this chapter 1 is kind of like the daytime, and then chapter 2. Oh no,
I wouldn't call it daytime. I would call it a descent into
Alright.
darkness. Yeah.
I love it. No wonder I like this album so much. It's a descent into darkness. So where can everybody find out more about Julien-K that's watching this? If they've been hiding under a rock and don't know of you guys.
Super easy. Just type Julien-K, Julien-K into Google. It's a bar that's at the top of everyone's fucking browser. And you'll either get our website or our Facebook. If you really want to keep up with us, just follow any one of us, Amir, Ryan, Eli, Fu, on Facebook, and you're gonna literally get every bit of information from Julien-K. We interface with our fans. We communicate with our fans constantly. We answer as many messages as possible. We post information all the time. If you want to be inside our world, just follow us. Instagram, all of it. I'm Rinsk, RYNSK. He's Julien-K official.
So if you want to be inside of Julien-K, you know what to do.
Or you can leave some whiskey outside my fucking door.
When I could not turn around, when I could not make it happen.
So Amir, Ryan, thank you guys so much for being a part of Indie Diaries here on Indie Music TV. Is there any last words you'd like to say to the fans watching?
Yes. One to you. Thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for people like you and you helping us out and promoting this and doing this with us, we wouldn't be able to do it. And I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I have nothing but love for Ryan and Amir and Julien-K. Pick up the new album, California Noir. It is badass.
Support live
Buy
music.
it.
Support live music.
Yes, sir. Go to the shows. Go to the shows. I am Tim number 37 Martinez. This is Indie Diaries here on Indie Music TV. Right now, check out a video by Julien-K. Buy the album, California Noir. It's out now.
I wanna know your name, feel your touch.